Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I know you're seeing, whoa, my Twitter feed. Uh-oh. Don't scroll down. But that's okay. We have a teaser for late Darktide for the Warhammer Skulls is coming up next week. Or the 22nd. It's close enough to next week. And this is the teaser. I'm just going to play it. Sorry if it's a little loud. I'll put it down. That's it. That's the entire teaser. Also, I'm aware it wasn't cropped all the way proper, but I do hope you'll forgive me. And obviously let's play Ogryn. The quality was low because Twitter, but it's about hip height POV running along, seemingly like we're some sort of beast leaping at a heretic. Originally, I thought it was a poxhound, but it's like, why would it be leaping at a heretic? It should be leaping at a loyalist. So some people, it's really two options. I don't technically could be three, and it's just a teaser for unrelated to what's actually coming in Skulls. But you don't really announce something at Skulls if it's not going to be something. At least, like, they're not going to announce like a weekly event at Skulls, you know. Also, wow, this loading screen's taking forever. So it just makes me wonder
Tell me of your deeds.
fully what's going to be the whole shebang. But it's either two things. I think one's more likely than the other, so I'll say the more likely one first. Are these are not new, but these are reruns, right? Yeah, I have these pants. I completely lost my train of thought. It's either going to be that's kind of a cool skin. It's either a Cyber-Mastiff or this is sort of like the less likely one, for sure. It's a Tyrannid, a Gene Stealer of some sort. There we are. So that's my guess, that it's going to be a Tyrannid of some sort. Well, no, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Forgot how to use the English language. I'm going to say 90% chance Cyber-Mastiff, be it I think it's going to probably be another class. And then like 5% chance Gene Stealers. Because either or, it's really like somewhat up in the air, because obviously Gene Stealers would attack Nurgle cultists and whatnot. Anyway, the build of running, Mach 4, Mach 2, you know the talents. We've been here before. Got the Rock, we got Trample, we got all the. If you've seen a video of mine, you've seen it. But yeah, that's the teaser. Looking forward to it. Let's get into a game, shall we? Oh, Jesus, my throat is so scratchy. Alrighty, we're in. Every time I walk around the corner to go into my room, the corner of the wall always zaps me. It's fucked up. I don't know why it's like that. It just does. My frame rates were dropping a little bit there. My poor frames. Okay. That was weird. My shift button wasn't working for a second there. I'm very excited to see what we get at Skulls. I mean, even if it's just another class, I hope it's like another class and a map, at least, or maybe some new, or maybe not even a new map. I feel like we actually have a decent amount of maps in our map pool. I'd like new weapons. Obviously, if you get a new class that comes with new weapons, more than likely. Well, actually, would a Cyber-Mastiff, well, I guess the real curveball would be us playing as the dog. But it's probably just going to be someone who controls a Cyber-Mastiff, kind of like a Necromunda. The game, Hired Gun. I played that game on release. It was pretty bad. It did not work. I refunded it pretty quickly. I don't know if it's good now, but I'm not about to buy it again, to be honest. Like, the game just didn't work, Necromunda. Like, the menus didn't work, the UI was confusing, the dog, don't even try. The level system, I think, was broken. Like, not like the leveling, but like literally like going to the next level type shit. Woo. Sorry, I turned down my volume, that's too low. I've been playing Apex a lot, so playing another shooter feels a bit weird, but Apex and Darktide, obviously there's a whole speed difference, but they have very similar feeling control schemes, if that makes any sense. Like, even their aiming sensitivity feels similar, you know? Of course, if I could play as an Ogryn in Apex, I'd probably not win more, because I already play the bigger hitbox characters, so not much changes. Beep bop 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 beep it dee bop bop da dee dee doo da bop ba da beep bee da ba da da doo. Fuck you. But yeah, I mean, we know that Sienna has, like, in Vermintide, has AI followers. So I'm not too... That's why I'm, like, pretty convinced it's going to be a Cyber-Mastiff handler. Now, it probably won't be, like, an Arbides Cyber-Mastiff handler. Like, a lot of people are, like... I've already seen, like, oh, we're finally getting, like, a Mechanicus Mastiff controller, an Arbides Mastiff controller. No. You're getting a Hiver. You're getting a Ganger, okay? You're getting a Hive Ganger. You're not... Or maybe someone who was in the guard. I really doubt you're getting an Arbides member. Because you have to remember, we're part of the warband, we're prisoners. We're not... Like, we're not, you know, we maybe, like, have the Inquisitor's favor, but we're still prisoners. Our lives are... We don't even have the Inquisitor's favor, we have, like, Morrow's favor. So it's more than likely either going to be like a guardsman who was like a dog handler, or it'll be a Hive Ganger who had a dog. Either way, I'm very excited. I hope that every class gets new weapons. At least one. At least the Psyker and Zealot and Veteran, because Ogryn got new weapons recently, so I wouldn't be like upset if he didn't. But the Veteran at least definitely should get a new weapon, because he was the last character to get a weapon, and that was the bolt pistol, and that was a non-exclusive weapon. Oh, and I guess the shock malls, but what if? Man, are there any shock mall enjoyers? Anyone play those weapons? I feel like I saw a lot of play with them, and I don't think they're bad weapons. I think they're quite good. It's just, or maybe not quite good. I think they're okay. But I guess when the dueling sword is what it is, you're not going to see a lot of other options. Also, didn't help that like Zealot's got a great sword, or a two-handed power sword not too long after. Hello. Juked. There's a flamer on their way. Put that down. You don't know where it's been. I mean, like, what? Okay, I've said this in a million videos, but since it's on topic, weapons I'd like to see: Melta, Heavy Bolter for the Ogryn, Chain Fist for the Ogryn, Power Fist, Chain Fist for the Ogryn and the Veteran, Chain/Power Fist, I should say. A Long Last for the Veteran, some sort of new staff for the Psyker, and oh, come on. Okay, we're good. Tums is up. I was a bit sloppy. I should have killed the mutant, but I was really hoping I could stick it, and I literally was like a half a second away. Very sad. What else? RPG for the Veteran. I think it'd be funny. Would it be good? Don't think so. Would it be funny? Incredibly. And that's the most important metric, honestly. Is it funny? Although, if you were to add an RPG into this game, would you want it to be crowd control, or would you want it to be anti-big target? That's the question. I think probably anti-armor, right? Anti, big target killer. Like, it's for killing your crushers and your monstrosities and the like. Yeah, probably for the big targets. And obviously it would still have, like, crowd control capability somewhat, because it's explosive, but it would mostly be for doing, like, big chunks to crushers and whatnot. I was gonna say, oh, I have some corruption, I should heal it with this stamp, but look, do we have a Grimoire? What other funny, like, what are some out-of-pocket, like, out-of-the-blue weapons we could give the classes? Like, and I'm not just saying, like, oh, give an Eldar Lancer to the Zealot. I'm talking about, like, stuff within the Imperium, like, stuff that would be in the Imperium that you really wouldn't expect. I think a Lamander rifle. If you don't know what a Lamander revolver is, it's based off the real-life Lamat revolver, where you have a normal 6-shooter, and then you have either 6-shot explosive or flares, or like Dragon's Breath shells. Something like that would be cool. Digit weapons would be interesting. Ow. A Mosin. They were using that in one of the Gaunt's Ghost books. I can't remember which one, but the enemy, the allied forces and the enemies as well were using hard round like a Mosin. Like, it would exist. Hard round rifles exist in the Imperium. Obviously, it's just much better to use a las rifle 9 times out of 10. Sorry, I'm drinking my tea. That's an extra sweet can. What else? I mean, I've kind of said this before, so it's kind of feels like cheating, but like a psi rifle or psychic force rifle, whatever the range weapons Grey Knights use. That'd be interesting. A twin, a Stormbolter for the Ogryn would be kind of out of the blue, right? I mean, they'd be the only one to be able to really use the Stormbolter. Although probably a cold day in hell when that gets added. What happened to that guy? Oop. What else? What are the electro whips that oh fuck, what are those Sister of the Silence models? Penitents use? Not the engines, but like I think there's like human models that use them. I know that the Penitent engines have electro flails, but I think the like the girls that are like, I'm a sinner, therefore I must be punished, you know? Actually an electro flail would be, or electro whip would be fucking sick, wouldn't it? That would actually, I'm like, that'd be sick. And it'd have like a lot of cleave on it, I think, and like a shock effect. That's actually really cool. It'd have really shitty blocking for sure. But man, wouldn't it be cool? And it would have like, oh, a charge attack, so it's like heavy as a charge attack that's like overhead that's got more range. Oh, that'd be sick. I'm doing like hand gestures like you can see me. But you get the idea. Yo, you're all smart. Man, now that's in my head, I'm like, that'd be sick, that'd be cool. Fuck, shit, fuck, man. Well, shucks. What is happening? Yo, thumbs up. One thing about the demon host that really is like makes it so annoying to deal with is how much like knock around it does. Ooh. I mean, it's almost dead. Imagine being a demon host, like, through cult, like, God knows how many sacrifices and rituals and sacrifices to the dark gods to be killed by an Ogryn with a dull knife. Such is the way of the Imperium. I mean, one of my favorite little anecdotes is, I assume it was in a codex or a book or something. Well, obviously, that's where it would be, but I think it was in a codex. Oh, I got the penance done, finally. Jesus. That's dodging Reaper bullets while sprinting. Where a demon host, or not demon host, like a demon prince of Khorne, or like a greater demon, not a demon prince, a greater demon of Khorne appeared on the battlefield, and before it could do anything, it immediately got shot by like 500 Leman Resses. Just an incredibly like goofy moment in time. What? My rock got consumed by the closing door, bastard. Anyway, I'm really excited for the Warhammer Skulls for multiple reasons. Obviously, I enjoy Warhammer, so getting more Warhammer makes me, as an individual, happy. Unfortunately, I'm broke right now. Do you think my parents would be mad if I used my student loans to buy Warhammer minis? Surely not, right? That being said, I have a Custodian Sword Champion and Cam General Trajan Valorous to paint. I mean, I just got it. Part of me is like, maybe I should just sell my current Custodian minis. But at the same time, it's like, I feel bad that I haven't given them the love and treatment my Ultramarines have. Because Custodians were my first proper army. I bought like a pack of like Intercessors to like get the feel down for painting, and then I was like, oh man, Custodians are lit. Now I look at the models, I'm like, these are... What did I do? I kind of want to like burn it all down and start from zero. But at the same time, you're like, just get some paint thinner and send them in there. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. So that's what I'll probably do. But... Well, some of them can just be repainted. Like, I did repaint some of them, like some of the base troops. I just painted over the shit I didn't like. And that worked fine because I used... Because the funny thing about gold paint is that it's very thin. It's very easy to paint over. It's very thin, very smooth. So, yeah. I also have some, like, Allura... I have a single Allura's Terminator that never got painted. I think it's because I lost it at some point. And I found it recently. Well, like, one thing is, like, I wish I could just, like, go back in time and prime these all in black. They'd look so much better. I was a white primer for the longest time. I was a white primer supremacy guy. That would have been inappropriate to say. But then I primed in black because I legit what happened was it's kind of two things happened. One, I needed to buy primer because I was playing some Warhammer Mints with my buddies, and I didn't bring my primer. So I was like, well, I'm stopping by the Warhammer shop anyway to pick up the Leviathan box. I'll just get some primer while I'm there. Or I was like, no. It was way after that. I was getting paint because I was out of gold paint, and my buddy had just bought some Stormcast Eternals. And I was like, going over to help paint his army. And I was like, oh, I'm out of gold paint. So I went and I bought, and he was like... He had gold paint, but it wasn't the gold paint I had, and I told him that my gold paint is better, and it is. Retributor armor is the superior gold. It just paints better. It just paints better. You know it, I know it. We don't need to like have this moment where we're both like, both are good. No. Not all gold paints are built equal, and that's okay. So I went and bought it, but I also had to buy some primer, and I bought black primer because I was like, well, I already have white primer. So I want to see how this does with black primer, and at least if it looks bad, it's not my minis. And I hate, like, painting white, because often I prime on white. So I'm like, maybe this will make painting white a little less of a pain in the butt if I prime on black. And it does. Throw this down. So yeah. And then I primed in black once, and it was like that scene with Danny DeVito being like, my god, I get it. Woo. My ears popped, or my audio's bugged. One of the two. Sounds like I'm underwater. Anyway, what I'm hoping for at Warhammer Skulls Beyond Darktide is Assault Terminators. That's really what Assault Terminators, because I just need Assault Terminators and Destroyers and a Brutalis Dreadnought for and then my Ultramarine army is done. My Ultramarine army is 2 squads of Terminators, Terminator Captain, Terminator Chaplain, with a Holy Relic to get plus, like, I think it's a 5-up save to units he's attached to. And also he gets, like, it's like +1 to melee, because he's a Chaplain. And I want to attach him to Assault Terminators. And then I have the Primarch, Gilliman. Probably my best paint job to date. I need to paint the base, but, like, you know, Gilliman himself is painted. I was really worried about when I was painting Gilliman, G. Bobby. about all the trim, but the trim wasn't so bad. I mean, I'm not going to be like Chaos players complain for nothing. I realize that Chaos minis are like a fourth, like a quarter the size of Gilliman. Like, actually, probably more than that. Gilliman's obviously a big boy, so his trim is not so thin. But it wasn't actually that bad. And I think I did a good job painting his sword too. I think I did the fire effect quite well. I pat myself on the back for that one. Alrighty, that was a good match. Kind of joined in progress, but basically at the start. Got a rumbler for it, nice. But yeah, Assault Terminate is really what I'm looking for. If you missed the video, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, or don't. I am not your mother. But you better brush your teeth now. Have a good one. Bye-bye.